Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. So we found this clip this morning of Victor Davis Hanson, the great rememberer for the Republican Party. This guy's got a memory like a computer that logs everything that happens, and his stuff that shows up on the American Greatness website. Oh, wow, is it wonderful to just, boom, do all the check marks of all the evil stuff that's happened from the left towards America. And he just nails it. But here we have him talking about how Donald Trump and the post-media calling the election is reminiscent of a John Wayne film directed by John Ford. And I wanted to share it with you to give it some more attention. And it is hosted by, let me show you that too. It's hosted by John Anderson, the fellow from Australia who used to be, I believe, their prime minister. So let's check out this clip, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. But do listen, this is a wonderful comparison.
But for now, they got rid of Donald Trump, who, as I think last time I said, is kind of a tragic hero. He's a John Ford, we're right out of a John Ford Western. Maybe The Searchers, if some of your viewers watched it, with John Wayne, or High Noon with Gary Cooper, or maybe The Magnificent Seven with Steve McQueen, where we call in one of these guys who has some aspects that we find, I don't know, bothersome at best and maybe uncouth at worst, and we say to them, we don't have the resources, we don't know how to fight these cattle barons or the bandidos, what do we do? And he said, I'll take care of it. And he takes care of it, and the better he does, the happier we are, and the more relieved that he's going to ride off into the sunset. So in that famous John Ford scene. And
so here he is talking about how people love what Trump did. They just don't like the way he tweeted. And we've heard that a lot in the last few days. But we're now caught in the paradox of everything that we hear is coming from the media, and the media just has an abominable track record of lying to us. And it leaves us with that constant juxtaposition now of, okay, so you say that Trump is going to lose by 20%, and he doesn't. It's less than 1% in 5 states. Less than 1% in 5 states. And the Democrats want us to surrender with less than 1% in 5 states? Ladies and gentlemen, pardon the football analogy, that is on the 1-yard line with 20 seconds to go in the Super Bowl, and you want us to quit? We're on the 1-yard line. We got 20 seconds. It's the Super Bowl. We ain't quitting. And if we do, we don't deserve him as a leader. He has more to say. If it'll cue up. Come on.
The Searchers, when he brings back Natalie Wood, but he's been so tough and foul-mouthed about the processes in which he operated, he hands her to the family, they celebrate, and then he turns around and walks out that door, and you see the shadow walk, and nobody says, thank you, Ethan Edwards. Just like Gary Cooper throws down the badge, and nobody says, thank you, Marshall Kane. You got rid of all of our problems. Thank you. And that's kind of where we are. You want judges, he gave you judges. You want deregulation, he gave you deregulation. You want record low minority unemployment, he gave you that. You want record high Republican participation by more minorities, he gave that. You want a new Middle East, he gave you that. You want to defang Iran, he's doing that. You want to confront China, he did it. You want to change the tax code and favor investment, he did it. But he did it in such a fashion that now that it's happened, a lot of the people on the independent did not come out and support him, and they think.
So you can see why why I call him the great rememberer. I mean, look at that checklist he just did. And much like Amy Coney Barrett, he's got no notes in front of him. That's what he can do. That is his talent. Oh, it's impressive. So I wanted to share that with you because I don't know how many views it got over on his. It could get more than on mine, of course. But nonetheless, I'd still like to spread it with you. And you can go to the original source. It starts at 36:30 is when he starts. The whole interview is great, but just this one part, since I do a lot of movie reviews along with my politics, I thought it would be a nice addition. But do check out John Anderson's channel. Yeah, he's got 106,000 subscribers, so which you'd think it might be a little bit more for a prime minister, but he's doing okay and he has great guests, etc. But you can check this out there. And no copyright infringement was meant. This is on fair use so that I could share it, comment on it, and recommend that you do go over to his channel and check it out. Speaking of checking out, thank you for checking out this video, and we will see you in the future.